Week number 4. Week number 4, Jesus and mindset. Week number 4, we out here, baby. We done covered a lot of stuff in these 4 weeks, and I'm super pumped about today. Yeah, y'all know I'm not here to waste y'all time. And yeah, so if y'all ready, I'm ready. Let's jump into it. Let's get this intro done. As y'all know, I am Rayford Owens Jr., certified master mindset life coach. You don't care about none of that. You just want to know, do you have stuff to help me today or not? I get it. That makes sense to me. So I just put that up there just in case somebody is watching and they're like, who is this dude saying crazy stuff? Well, I'm a guy who says crazy stuff because I learned some crazy stuff. So there's that. All right. So again, we are in week number 4 of the Satisfied Life, Jesus and Mindset. So yeah, let's just jump into it. We're going to recap what we talked about last week, and then we'll jump into everything that we are talking about today. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Did I turn this mic on? Last time I didn't turn it on and I had to do my whole intro all over again. So let me check this mic. Okay, it's on. We live? We live. Yeah, not muted. Okay, we ready now, baby. We ready now. Week number 4. Here we are. Last week, recap, emotional intelligence. We talked about emotional intelligence last week. Those highlights were the importance of recognizing, understanding, and managing our emotions, and being able to recognize and understand the emotions of other people. That is one thing we talked about last week. Yeah, big thing that we talked about last week. Learning to manage your emotion, growing your emotional intelligence, learning to understand, recognize, and manage your emotions. So we talked about having self-awareness, being aware of what I'm feeling in my body, being aware of what I'm feeling what I'm thinking in my mind, being aware. Number 1, I gotta be aware when my heart rate goes up while I'm having a conversation. My hands get sweaty, my thoughts start to race. I have to notice that these things are happening. Excuse me. Being nervous and excited feel the same, but if I'm excited about something and I don't know what's happening in my body, what am I going to say? I'm just nervous. I'm an anxious person, right? So we put stuff on ourselves that may not be true because I just don't understand what's happening in my body. And so I need to pay attention to what's happening in my body. I need to pay attention to what's happening in my mind. The importance of language, having emotion words. Having emotion words changes the whole game. When you have an emotion word that you can put to what you feel, it changes everything. Not only are you aware of what's happening in your body, but you can now name it. And because you can name it, you can now manage it. You can ask yourself questions about what's going on. Why do I feel dismissed? Well, I feel dismissed when I give someone advice, or I try to help someone, or I don't get to voice my opinion. I feel dismissed. Now, Rayford, does that mean that they are actually dismissing you? No, it doesn't. It does not mean that they are actually dismissing me. It just means that's what I feel. But because I feel that, I can unpack that. Do I think that that is their intent? I'm not sure. Let me ask. I am now able to communicate, hey, I feel dismissed. And that gives the other person room to say, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I was just in such a rush to help you, and I was excited to help you that I thought I would just do it for you. Guess what? No harm, no foul. Now they know. Next time, hey, what would you like to do? And I get to now voice my opinion. But if I don't know that I am feeling dismissed, if I don't have a word, if I don't know what the word is, then I'm just going to walk around being mad at people all the time, being hurt by people all the time. If I don't have language for what I feel, I keep myself in a trash spot. Lastly, I think versus I feel. I think versus I feel. That right there is a game changer once again. Excuse me. This Olipop got your boy, man, feeling good. Excuse me. Okay, I think versus I feel. When I say I feel and I make a statement, that's actually I think. Because when I say I feel, I need to put an emotion behind the word feel. I feel rejected. I feel dismissed. I feel happy. I feel angry. I feel disappointed. You cannot say, I feel like every time I do this, you pull up and you say something crazy and it's always out of pocket. That's not a feeling. That's a thought, and that's a lot of thoughts that you need to unpack by first understanding what you feel. So in your practice of managing your emotions, number one, being aware in your body. Number two, get language, get some emotion words. And then number three, I feel versus I think. If you say I feel, place an emotion word behind it. If you want to tell the person what you think, say I think. Cool, cool, cool. All right, week 4. 8 minutes. Nice. My recaps be going long. I've been going in these recaps like it's the week I'm teaching it, you know? So anyway, today we are talking about cognitive behavior coaching. I know that's a lot. Rafer, I didn't know you knew big words like that. Yeah, I didn't know I knew big words like that either until I learned them. Then I was like, dang, I know big words now. I can sound like I know what I'm talking about. But anyway, cognitive behavior coaching. It is derived from cognitive behavior therapy. I need you to know and understand I am not a therapist in no way, shape, or form. I am a coach, so I can use the techniques to help everyone else that comes to me to do this. I cannot give you therapy. I can just help coach you through something. And so that's what we're going to do. Cognitive behavior coaching is an approach that focuses on identifying and changing negative thought patterns to improve emotional well-being and achieve personal goals. All right, we tracking that? Cognitive behavior coaching is an approach that focuses on identifying and changing negative thought patterns to improve emotional well-being and achieve personal goals. That's what cognitive behavior coaching is. In short, we want to be better at identifying our negative thought patterns so that we can better manage our emotions and we can do the things in life that we actually want to do. Why does this matter from a biblical standpoint? Number one, Proverbs 4:23, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Guard your heart. This word heart is one of my favorite words in the entire Bible. I love the word heart. Guard your heart. Your heart is your mind, your will, your emotions, your desires, your impulses, your affections. Everything that makes up who you are is your heart. So when you see that and you read that anytime in the Bible, guard your heart, whatever else, that word heart is your mind, your will, your emotions, your desires, your impulses, and your affections. So guard your affections, guard your emotions, guard your desires, guard your will. Guard this thing because everything you do flows from it. So we're going to talk about negative thought patterns. We've talked about fixed mindset versus growth mindset a couple weeks ago, but tonight we're going to talk about these negative thought patterns that need to be transformed. Romans 12:2, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. We talked about that when we talked about being satisfied, the satisfied life. Jesus said, I came to give you a life that satisfies and give you that life in abundance. So if this life is being given to me in abundance and I'm shutting it down with my negative thought patterns, how can I actually expect to see God do and move and be in my life if I'm shutting down these things? And then lastly, and Raven pointed it out today in her stories, one of my favorite scriptures of all time, Philippians 4:8. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Think about the good things. Think about these things. So, if transformation of my mind is coming from the Father, don't you think you should have a part to play in this in what you offer up to Him? I'm going to answer that. Yes, you should. You should have some pieces that you want to hand to the Father so that He can transform the things. Because our thoughts influence our emotions and our behavior and shape our overall life experience, I should probably have some tools that help me to see how Jesus says I need to see. That's what I should be doing. I should be gaining and getting as many tools as I can to make sure that the way I see my life, the way that I view my emotions, the way that I behave is based out of something that God wants me to think and not how I was taught to think. That makes sense? I need to think about things how God would want me to think, not how I was taught to think. I don't know if you know this, but you have broken parents. And not like broken as in like they don't work, but like broken as in spiritually. Every human being, not Jesus, has some sort of sin. They have done some sort of sin. They have lived in a world of some sort of sin. They are not perfect. And because they are not perfect, they raised you. And guess what? You have some stuff to deal with. You have some thought patterns and some processes that are not positive. You have some thought patterns and some experiences and some emotions that are not necessarily the best way to handle a situation. So if I grow up in a home where I can't even trust the people in my home, and now I always think people are out to get me, well, yeah, everything that I take in, every emotion I feel is going to be pushed by this underlying thought process of somebody's out to get me. So I have to do X, Y, and Z, and I can never actually trust the Father because even the Father is out to get me. I know that's crazy to say out loud, but that's how we live our lives. And I'm just here to help you not live your life that way anymore. So how does this process, this CBC process, how does it apply in our lives? Let me just take you through some examples real quick. In my finances, negative thoughts about how I handle money. I will never be good with finances. What is that going to do? It will never allow you to actually be good with finances. It's never going to give you the chance. If I look at my money and I go, I'm just bad with money. We talked about this with the fixed mindset. I'm just bad with money. I'm just not going to be good with money. If I say I'm not going to be good with money, guess what? I'm not going to be good with money. There it is. 1 + 1 is 2. Straight up every time. Working out, better health. I want to be better in my body. I want to eat well. I want to sleep well. I want to work out. I want to do things that help my body. But I just don't have the discipline to do it. I don't have it. And we stay stuck right there. Adult family dynamics, because this is something we don't talk about. Adult family dynamics. My family will never change. Well, if you know your family's never going to change, how about you get some tools and create some boundaries for you and them? But it's easier if I just hold on to they will never change. And guess what? I don't have to change either. Yeesh. If I was watching this, I'd be hitting hearts right now. Boom, 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 boom. I don't have to change if I can just keep saying that they don't change. These are the negative thoughts and these are the negative patterns. Conversations with my spouse. I don't want to bring it up because I know if I bring it up, they're going to want to fight. They always want to fight. So I'm just not going to say nothing. But again, notice these interpersonal ones with other people that we just kind of like blame shift. We just kind of like, nah, they always want to fight, so I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to be quiet. And then we get spiritual. Lord, help me with them. That's not how sanctification works, but okay. Lord, help me with them, because they always want to fight. Well, why are you saying it like that? Why are you saying it like you mad? Let's unpack that. Let's process that. Because the moment I say I'm not going to talk, guess what I'm doing? Cutting off communication. I'm doing the same thing. It's just one step before them. I just fight without words. Here I am fighting with no words. Parenting, I'm not going to be good enough. I can't be good enough. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not raising them right. I just suck at parenting. I don't know what to do. Well, if, again, that is the thought process, then that will be how you raise your children. I'm going to just talk about it real quick. I'm going to just like touch on it. Mom guilt as a thing, as a like a whole section of life. I hate it personally because like I don't think Jesus wants you to live like that. I don't think Jesus said, let me give you children so you can just constantly feel guilty about everything. Nah, we got some negative thought patterns there that we just don't break. And then we talk to other people who are also not breaking the negative thought patterns. And when they don't break the thought patterns and I don't break the thought patterns and we're all Christians, guess what happens? We sit down as small group or we sit down in Bible study and we all have a good time understanding the negative thought pattern that we carry. And we just keep deeply rooting this thing of, yeah, I got mom guilt. Oh, me too. Because then when this happens and this happens. But is that the life Jesus wanted me to live? Are you satisfied with that? Yeesh. Dang. The capability to change. This is who I am. This is what's going to happen. I can't do anything different. I can't make a big move. I can't take on a challenge. I can't do it. It's just too hard. Well, if it's too hard and that's where you stay, again, if that's where you stay, that's where you're going to be. If that's where you stay, that's where you're going to be. And somebody has to stop the negative thought patterns. Somebody's got to say, hey, I can't do the negative thought pattern. This sucks. Jesus really said he came to give me a life that satisfies. This sucks. So I don't think this is Jesus. Because the rest of that little context of what Paul says in Ephesians or Philippians 4, it goes from focus on these things to I have learned to be high. I've learned to be low. I've learned to live with abundance. I've learned to live with nothing. I have seen life at the top. I've seen life at the bottom. And I know that regardless of what happens, because of Jesus, I can do everything. I can deal with all of it because of him. And we got Christians in real time who are just like, I don't know. I can't take on the challenge. It's too much. And then we want to be a good Christian friend. And we're like, well, you know, the Lord won't give you any more than you can bear. That's the whole point. You can't bear it yourself. That's the whole point. But it's tools to deal with the thoughts when they come. Yeesh. All right. Let's just jump into how we fix this mug, man. How do we fix it? How do I change it, Rafer? How do I do it? We had enough examples. 1, I got to identify the negative thought patterns. I have to identify the negative thought patterns. I have to recognize the automatic, highlight that one, the automatic negative thoughts that hold me back. How do I know, Rafer, that the negative thoughts have popped up again? How do I know that? These thoughts often arise in situations where I feel challenged or uncomfortable. The negative thought patterns are going to pop up when I feel challenged or uncomfortable. Rafer, what do you mean? Please explain that to me. Okay, so I want to try something different. I want to take on a challenge. I want to walk every day for a year. And what's the first thought that pops up? A whole year? I gotta walk. That's 365 days. There it is. It's the automatic negative thought pattern. I haven't even gotten to the point of trying to figure it out. The negative thought pattern says, oh, yeah. We want to work out, but I can't do a whole year, 1 mile every day. I can't do that. That is the automatic thought pattern. It is automatic. And the crazy part about it is, majority of the time, this is how you learned to think from your family of origin. You learned to think this way. You learned to see a challenge and pull back. You learned to look at a situation and immediately have a negative thought about it. It happens so quickly. I get anxious, and instead of saying, oh man, my heart is beating fast, I wonder why. I'm not doing that. You get into the moment of the conversation right at the brink. I knew they don't like me. And I'm just saying all these things that are assumptions. I knew they don't like me. Look how they talking to me. Look how they don't want to see me do well. They don't want to see me live. Nah, you know what? I'm about to go off. Negative thought pattern. There it is. Instead of saying, hey, are they intending to hurt me? Are they intending to make me feel like I'm a crazy person? Is their intent to make me feel like I am not capable? We don't know. But the negative thought patterns just show up, and that's the thoughts that we talk about. And here's the crazy part, and I've been saying this all day. When we identify, most people in the process only identify. Most people just identify the negative thought pattern. So the negative thought pattern happens, the situation goes however it goes, and then 2 days, 3 days later, we're like, oh man, I should not have thought that. Why do I think these things? Why do I think these things? You think these things because 1, you're a human being. 2, you're just identifying them. You're just identifying the negative thought pattern. You are not actually doing anything with the negative thought pattern that you find. You're just identifying the negative thought pattern, which makes you feel worse because you don't have any tools to change it. But that's the next thing I have to do. I have to not only identify the negative thought pattern. I got to challenge the negative thought. I have to challenge the negative thought. I have to say to myself, is this thought true? What evidence do I have that supports this? Rafer, that's too simple. I be dealing with crazy stuff. I know. I dare you to just ask the questions, though. I dare you to just simply say, oh man, okay, yeah, I don't think I could do this. I don't think I can have the hard conversation, because every time I want to have a hard conversation with my wife, she wants to fight. Every time I try to talk to her, she want to fight. Okay, is that true? What evidence do I have? Okay, well, when the conversation starts, the truth is she doesn't fight. She actually has a conversation. Okay, where's the evidence of her fighting then? Oh, I start to get a little riled up. I start saying things that are a little snarky. I start pointing a little fingers. I start jabbing a little bit at her and then kind of backing off. She gets mad, and now I'm like, see, there you go, trying to fight again. So instead of me saying, oh man, she always want to fight, I'm not going to say anything, I'm actually challenging the negative thought pattern. What is truth here? What's actually true in this situation? I don't know. When we paid the debt off, I did not believe that we could pay it off. I did not believe that I could follow a budget. I did not believe that I could pay off $54,000 of debt. I don't even like having a budget. It feels like it's too many rules and it suffocates. I don't know if y'all know me, but you know, your boy, structure is cool, but like, let's just have a good time, you know? And so a budget was the last thing that I wanted to do. The budget was the last thing I wanted to like give my life to. I got to follow these rules all the time. I can't spend no money. Okay. What's true here, Rafer? The budget is what you make it. So if you want to spend some money, put some spending money in the budget. Well, what? Challenge the negative thought. The truth is, you don't like to follow rules. So let's deal with that. But don't put it on the budget. Don't say I've never been good with money, so I'm never going to be good with money. You don't know that. What's the truth? I've never tried to be good with money. I've never actually had a plan to be good with money. So yes, I am right now not in a place I want to be, but I know in truth, I also haven't done anything different either. So I have to challenge the negative thought. I have to challenge the negative thought. Identify it and then challenge it. And after I challenge, I have to practice positive thinking. No, I am not talking about manifestation. I'm not. But you have to give yourself something else to think about. You have to give yourself something else to think about. So if I am going to replace the negative thought with positive thoughts, what kind of thoughts do they look like? It has to be constructive. I have to rewire my mind. Transform your thoughts. Be renewed. Jesus, help me practice positive thinking. Jesus, help me focus on what is good. Jesus, help me focus on what is true. Jesus, help me focus on what is excellent. I kid you not, the positive thought change happened for me in the debt payoff process when I put this big old, y'all remember? I put this big old thing on my mirror. Every single day for an entire year, this is what I saw on my mirror. Rafer, you are the challenge. Sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. It's a vision board. But I put positive things that I know I needed. What does Rafer disdain? I hate discipline. I just said that. I don't want structure. But right in the middle says discipline. So every day when I woke up, because I still wasn't emotionally healthy, every day that I woke up and I wanted to go spend some money, guess what? Discipline is staring me in the face. I knew it. See, this is the problem. I'm just going to spend this money because sacrifice, save, and give. It's okay to say no. All of these things replaced how I thought about me and my approach to money. So when it comes to, oh, this is good. When it comes to focusing my thoughts on a positive outcome, I have to, I have to make sure I identify the negative thoughts. I gotta identify, I have to challenge, is this true? Where's the evidence? And if I'm going to practice positive thinking, I think the best way and the easiest way is to make it visual. Put it somewhere you're going to be. Everybody brush their teeth. Except my son. He does now because of dentist, but he used to fight us every day. We're like, brush your teeth. But I'm gonna eat breakfast and my breath is gonna stink. Son, everybody in the world does this, okay? Like everybody. Please brush your teeth. So if I'm gonna be in the mirror, put it in the mirror. If you get in your car and then you open up your visor or look at yourself, put the note card right there. Practice positive thinking. I can do hard things. I am good with money. I can learn to grow. I have a growth mindset. I can slow down and be present. I can tap into my emotional side. I can name my emotions. It is that simple. Practice positive thinking. Walk yourself through a process. That doesn't fit me anymore. Mom guilt, let's put it on the board. I am a great parent. I will make mistakes. I will be okay. My kids will be okay. I can do one thing at a time. I am an excellent parent. It's that simple. Every single day for an entire year, my brain took in sacrifice and discipline. Sacrifice and discipline. It's okay to not spend money, Rafer, every day for a year. Because I really didn't think I could do it. Every day for a year. The same words. Live like no one else so you can live like no one else. Shout out to Dave Ramsey. Rafer, you are the challenge. You are the challenge, Rafer. It's not the money. The money's the easy part. You the one that gets stressed out and don't know how to handle yourself. Let's learn to handle ourselves. I can learn to handle myself. Put it on the paper. Read it out loud in the morning, in the evening, every single day. Change the game for yourself. Practice positive thinking. And when I practice positive thinking, because this is where we like to get crazy, you gotta apply the technique. You gotta apply the stuff that you say you're doing. Remember, we talked about fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Growth mindset says, I'm going to take on the challenge. I'm going to create the challenge for my own life so that I can be better, so I can build resilience, so I can build some grit in my life. I'm going to take on these challenges. And what greater challenge than showing up every day for your kids to be a better parent? What greater challenge than showing up every day and checking the budget and then checking your bank account and making sure you stick to said budget? What is better than taking on the challenge of doing something that you never thought you could do? Come on, man. Take on the challenge of doing it. At some point, you have to do it. We can sit here and we can say, yes, I identify the negative thought patterns. I challenge them. I know what the truth is. I know what a positive outcome I'm looking for. But if I never do the thing that makes the positive outcome happen, it's never going to happen. So if it's something stopping me, guess what? I have not identified the negative thought pattern. If something is stopping me from doing and applying, guess what? I need to identify the negative thought pattern. Because you got to apply it. You got to apply it. You have to do something, and you have to do it consistently. You have to incorporate the techniques into the routine. I love this, so that they become second nature, ensuring continuous progress. I forget which week it was, week 1 or week 2, but it says chapter 2 of Proverbs 6 or 7, that the Lord gives wisdom from his mouth. Come wisdom and understanding. And that word wisdom literally is skills and abilities for continued success. Dang. All right, Jesus, throwing balloons out there. That's what's up. Skills and abilities for continued success. That is wisdom. So when I apply these things, that's the wisdom. This is a skill. This is a skill that I have to apply and try to do. I got to identify the negative thought pattern, the one that's automatic. Again, think about what you think about. How quickly do I shut something down? How quickly do I say, oh, that's not for me. I can't do that. No, thank you. How quickly do I do that? Why isn't it for me? Oh, I don't have any good reason. I'll never forget that, man. I was watching all these people make money, 2020, 2021, the stock market, watching these people, man. I can't make money like that. Why not? Why can't you, Rafer? Why can't you make money like that? And I had no evidence that said I couldn't. It wasn't true. The truth is, if you just save your money and learn a skill, you can be rich. Has nothing to do with who you are as a person. It has nothing to do with how much you make. You can do it if you learn. If you learn and apply. But you'll never get there if you don't identify the negative thought pattern. And again, specifically Christians, we have to stop identifying negative thought patterns and then getting together and having a good time in Jesus talking about our negative thought patterns. Who's going to be the person that looks at their friend and says, but is that true? Where's the evidence of that? I see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but is it true? What if you started to actually guard your heart, your mind, your will, your emotions, your desires, your impulses, your affections? What if you actually did that? Who's going to be the Christian friend that says, hey, is that true? What if you practice positive thinking? And I dare you to get up and try to do it. I love seeing videos of people. I saw one the other day. This lady, my gosh, challenged herself to run a mile. She challenged herself to run 1 mile. So she started running every day on the treadmill, just 1 mile. This is 2021. 2021. This lady is running a full marathon this year. She running a full marathon this year because she knew what her negative thought pattern was. She said, oh my gosh, I can't be fit. I'm too big. I'm not athletic. I can't do that. I can't even run a mile. Is that true? Where's the evidence? When was the last time you tried? Okay, I'm gonna run 1 mile every day for 30 days. I can do it. That's step 3, practice positive thinking. At the end of 30 days, I want to be a person who can run a mile. And then guess what she did? She started running the mile. You've got to get on the treadmill and do it. Well, I'm not good at it. Nobody asked you that part. Nobody's good at it the first time they do it. No, duh. That's why it says practice, apply. You have to keep doing. You have to keep trying. Life doesn't stop. You gotta keep going. This is a forever process. As long as you are on this earth, the word is called sanctification. Jesus is trying to make you more like him. So if Jesus is trying to make you more like him, guess what? I gotta do something. I gotta do something. So again, I gotta identify. I gotta challenge the negative thought. I gotta insert some positive thoughts, some affirmations. Write them down, put them on your mirror. Sam, I got 13 on my wall right now next to my mirror. 13. You know what's crazy? You wanna know what's on one of mine? One of my affirmations says that I can stay hydrated without effort. Because I hate drinking water. I hate it. Water is trash to me. It has no flavor. It's gross. People are like, you like what? No, I don't like water. I don't want to drink it. If it was up to me, I would drink orange juice all day. I would drink orange juice and like Dr. Pepper. It'd be awesome. Right? That's a negative thought pattern though against the healthy person I want to be. So right now, okay, Rayford, you keep saying water is trash. The more you say water is trash, the less you drink it. You got to drink the water. Water is not trash. It is great for your body. You feel better when you drink water. You think clearer when you drink water. Your skin looks better when you drink water. You have better bowel movements when you drink water. You are healthy when you drink water. So, how do we apply this then? Here are all the health benefits. Okay, let's put an affirmation up that says, I can drink water and be hydrated with effortlessly. It's a part of who I am. Somebody who drinks water. Try monk fruit. See, that's a thing. There it is right there. I'm like, what? Try what? I'm telling y'all, my anti-water thoughts are heavy. My anti-water thoughts are heavy. But I know that, and I'm doing something about it. We can change this. So wake up, work out, get 40 ounces down, baby. Boom. We third of the way there. Go to work, get a bottle done. Boom, 2/3, baby. Get home, fill up the bottle. Boom, I did 3 bottles, 120 ounces. We feeling good. I have to do the thing that I want to do. I have to. So that's all I got. That's all I got. Y'all got any questions? Anybody want to jump in? Give me a negative thought pattern they want to work through real quick. Ooh, dang. That's all I got. Any questions? Anybody want to go live with me? Let's get crazy. Dang, that's a long live tonight. All right, cool. Well, I got a couple things. Dang, yeah, no, I don't like water. I don't like taking my meds. Water is trash. I don't like taking my meds. Here's the thing. One, right? I don't like it. I don't like it. What don't I like about it? Is it the process of why? Is it something that I think says about me? I got to start challenging this. I don't like it. You got to challenge it, baby. Challenge it. Why don't I like it? What is, and there it is. I want to get rid of it. And so now I got to change those things from I don't like taking it. The truth is I don't need this ailment, right? I don't need the ailment. So what's the positive change? What do I need to do outside of these meds? What can I do to change this for me? And if it's a mindset shift, baby, this is what I live with. This is who I am. And I will do and be the person that I can be with this. If this is something that I got to carry, this is what it is. We all know people who are living with things that they don't necessarily want to live with and may have no choice in living with it. So this is where my thought process has to change to the positive. What do I want out of this? What do I want to show other people? What person do I want to be while I carry this? What person do I want to be while I carry this? Dang, y'all really showing up today. We won't even have time to get into all of them. I got something for y'all though. Challenge the thought process. Please, please, please challenge the negative thoughts. Ask the questions. Write the answers down. Write the answers down, man, so you can actually see. Write them down. Write them down. What is it? What is the negative thought pattern? Challenge it. Why do I feel this way? Is this true? What evidence do I have? What can I do different? What do I want out of this? And then change the game. What steps do I need to take to apply this? Every single day, I got to show up and make sure that I drink enough water. I got to show up and make sure that I speak to my wife in a manner that I should speak to her. Every day, I got to show up and make sure that I'm the dad that I said I want to be. The kids didn't ask for a dad that I said I would be. Excuse me. I said I wanted to be this dad. So then get off your phone, Rafer. Yeesh. Calling your own self out. That was Jesus. Dang. Not in front of everybody, Lord. Come on. Identify, challenge, positive thoughts, positive affirmations. Where do I want to go? And apply, man. You got to do something. You have to do something. So lastly, what I got? Next week is our last week. Next week is our last week in the 5-part series. Next week is our last week. We're talking about faith and resilience. Setting goals, all that stuff. How do you build resilience? How do you, faith and resilience, trying things. We're going to give you all some tactical things to do next week. While that is there, I have a survey. I'm going to put it in my stories. If you could please fill out this survey, because I want to give y'all the things that y'all are looking for. So one, I need a topic for our next 5-week series. It will not start immediately, but it will be starting at some point, maybe September, early October. We'll see. And then I want to do a webinar for like 10 to 15, maybe 20 people, where we do just 4 nights, boom, 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 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's just the 20 of us or 15 of us. And you get to bring your actual problems and issues, whatever you're dealing with, you get to bring it into the curriculum. So I'll tell you what the curriculum is. You get to then fill out your form, get your answers, send it all back to me. And then I'll put your real life things that you're dealing with into my curriculum. So as the 15 of us do this 4-night situation, you get high quality information, strategy, and tactics. And so please, please, please fill out the form. I'm gonna put it in my stories after this. If y'all would do that, that would be huge for me. Huge for me if y'all would fill out this form. So again, next week is our last week of the 5. Please fill out that form so I can get some ideas on where y'all want to go from here, and who would be interested in doing a webinar, stuff like that. So that's all I got. I love y'all. Y'all have fun. Remember, identify the negative thought, challenge the negative thought, introduce positive affirmations, positive thoughts, rewire your brain, transform your mind, and lastly, apply. You got to do something. And next week we will talk about how to do the something. Cool. All right. Y'all stay up. Have a good night. Please fill out this survey that I'm about to post in my stories. Y'all stay up. Peace out.